Alright guys, so this is the second part of the video. Sorry about that. I was trying to look for the game and then it turned off. So this is the second part, so it's gonna be split in two. Very sorry about that, but at least the other half was good, but this part's gonna be good. So continuing where we left off. We are at number four. So we just talked about uh we talked about Scooby Doo, Rough Night, and The Wall. Two of my picked movies for being bad. This is a this one is a game. Okay, let me try this. I gotta check over again, but so hold on, I'm gonna get some time. Alright, so I don't know if I made this mistake in the other video or this. I know I made some mistakes in this video, at the beginning of this video, but not sure in the last video. But I checked the account, so Scooby Doo was at number 6, Rough Night, The Wall was at number 5, and then Rough Night was at 4. So number 3. Number 3. So number 3 is Mass Effect Andromeda. Hold on, let me. Mass Effect Andromeda. This game is just dull. As dull as a rock. There is nothing valuable about this game. It's just enough said. It's just they just ruined Mass Effect. You know it. I know it. They butchered the Mass Effect series so bad. Alright, number 2. Number 2 is just super easy. We all know what it is. Thank God I never seen this movie. Or should I put this movie at number 1? I don't know, because this is the worst movie ever made of this year. My girlfriend, yes, I do have a girlfriend, but my girlfriend liked this movie. Little to know that this movie was one of the biggest bombs of this year. So, at number 2, I should be putting this at number 1, but the Emoji Movie at number 2. So you might be saying, what? There's something more bad than the Emoji Movie? Well, yeah, there is. This I'm so happy I did not see this movie because this movie looks utter terrible. Whoever in their right mind thought that this would be a great movie, and also this movie replaced a Popeye movie. Yeah. Before this movie began, there was actually a Popeye animated movie that was set to release in 2016 or 2015. But it got canceled for this. So you're saying that a Popeye movie that was going to be made, but it got canceled just for this. One of the worst movies of this year. Just goes to show you that Sony's are cheap. They just want that money. Not about that money. So you might be saying, what could be worse than the Emoji Movie? Well, it's a superhero movie. So they just decide to take one of my favorite Yeah, hold on. Sorry about that. I was busy with something with my dad, but so you might be asking, what could be worse than that Emoji pile of garbage? Well, it's a superhero movie that they decided would be a nice thing to just ruin it. by making some slight enhancements, by making Mary Jane a total know-it-all girl, and then changing Genki's name to Ned. Spider-Man Homecoming is my number one pick for top worst thing because they ruined so many things in this movie. Let's just be honest. Now, the Spider-Man suit looks nice, but I wish they would have kept it more to like the classic, not like the futuristic sort of stuff. Because for some Marvel fans, it might look good, but for me, it's alright. The Iron Spider suit does look cool. I'll give it to that. The Iron Spider suit does look pretty awesome. So yeah, not going well for me. It's just nah. So those were my top worst things of this year. There were some bad, some not bad, but to me they're bad. Alright, so now that we got the bad stuff out of the way, let's continue to the good list. Alright, so kicking things off with number 5. Number 5 is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Nah, Skyrim's too good to be number 5. Number 5 is the Nintendo DS 2DS XL. This system is awesome. So, I was kind of interested in getting one because I have my original 3DS from 2011. So, it was time for a change, obviously. Don't worry, I'm getting that Emoji Movie off there because it's so god awful. So, picked this up, really good. Fits in my hands perfectly. It's very big because I got very big hands. But this is pretty awesome. I'm playing Pokemon Moon. Look how big that screen is. So big it kind of looks like an iPhone. Yeah, it does kind of look like an iPhone. I read through the comments. This button, it's an actual button. It doesn't do nothing to the system. It's just a clicking button that you could just press. There's Pokeball Edition, and there are a couple of more other editions that I'm assuming is coming out next year. So far, very cool system, and pretty cheap, too. It's like $150 for this, the 2DS XL, then the 3DS XL, which is $200 for the 3DS XL. But this is a slight cheaper option if you're wanting to get a cheaper 3DS or 2DS. Which one? But number 5, 2DS XL. Number 4. Now let's talk about number 4 because number 4 is, man, it's a good one. Jumanji. Jumanji is by far the greatest movie I ever seen to the holiday season. Now, it's not the greatest movie ever made. It's not a masterpiece, but it's a great movie for the holidays. I took my girl to go see it, and she laughed. I laughed. You gotta go see this movie. If you hadn't seen this movie, go see it now. Because this movie is so funny, so good, so... You have to see this movie. It is just awesome. You got The Rock, Karen Gillan, aka Amelia Pond from Doctor Who, and also Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy, Jack Black, Kevin Hart. You got all big names in this movie. It's just awesome. Alright, number 3. Number 3 would be Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces goes on this list because it's actually a pretty fun game. Actually pretty fun. And also, you gotta be careful of the bonus edition. Because I got the bonus edition for cheap. But the price ain't the problem. None of the bonus edition is the problem. The DLCs are not the problem. The price is not the problem. But you gotta avoid something from this because what they have is they got these skins in there for the controllers and the Joy-Con grip. The reason why you gotta avoid these is that if you were to put these on your Nintendo Switch, let me take a Joy-Con out. So let's just say I put like these on this Joy-Con, which I would never ever do because if you were to put these skins on and take them off, they would leave like tiny little like grooves or like caves inside your Joy-Con and on your Nintendo Switch right there. It would like leave like tiny little cracks like right around the logo and like inside the skin. So not a good idea for these skins because I hardly never put them on because I know they're gonna do some harm because I read some article about that. So avoid these skins, but do not avoid the DLCs because the DLCs are pretty cool. I never got to Shadow's story because I'm not done with the game yet. But as soon as I'm done with the game, I'll give Shadow's Stories a try. But not a bad game. Very fun. You're going to get a lot of time with this. Number 2. Oh man, number 2. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Now, I was almost about to put this at number 5 in this video, but I quickly changed my mind because this game is way too good to be at number 5. Number 2, Skyrim. This is probably the best port ever made for the Switch, along with Doom. Because Doom on the Switch is awesome, except for the graphics, because they are kind of fuzzy. But it's just Doom on Switch. What can you go wrong? But Skyrim's graphics are just amazing. Get this port because it is really cool. I can't even put this game down on my Switch because it's so good. Hold on, wake up computer. We're almost done with the review. So, Skyrim on Switch, number 2. So now you might be asking, what's going to go for number 1? Well, here are some honorable mentions that I will just speak out to. Honorable mention 1, Batman, the Telltale series. And another part of the honorable mention is the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. I never talked about this one. Actually, I am, because it's the number 1 system on my best list. If you ever just want to wrap yourself in nostalgia, this baby could take you back to nostalgia land. This system is just awesome. It contains everything on here from the good old Nintendo days, as well as the unreleased Star Fox 2. In order to get Star Fox 2, you have to beat the very first level of the first Star Fox game, and then you could get the full game onto there, which is awesome. So, honorable mention goes to Batman, the Telltale series. Great series, but I'm not really into Telltale series, but this is a series you do not want to miss. It's good. So, the number 1 is the Super Nintendo Classic Edition and the Nintendo Switch. These two systems are my pick for number 1 of my best games of this year. Nintendo Switch is number one, and this is number one. Two awesome Nintendo products at number one. This sold a lot of units, and this sold 10 million units. The Nintendo Switch system did so good this year, and I can't wait for next year for the Nintendo Switch because Nintendo is gonna rock the world with this system. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video, and we'll see you 2018. Good night.